So, hi everyone. You already know me. I'm gonna share my screen. The next presentation is actually my presentation. This is like a little bit occupying this time. Let's go for it. I'm gonna introduce myself and present myself. Yes, actually, wait a second. Having problems. There we are. So sorry for the difficulties. I'm trying to be myself, introducing myself, and facilitating all this conference. As many of you already know me, I'm Natalia. I'm Agile Coach here in Adevinta. I've been working in Adevinta for the last 5 years and being Agile Coach for the last 2. I want to say send a special love to the security team and the CPR team, which are the actual teams I'm coaching, and to my tribe and the central teams too. We are here today to talk about the relevance of knowledge sharing culture in Agile team. This is like a really big title I came up from, and it's super long, but I'm gonna drive you through it. It's gonna be a sharing experience. I'm trying to be really lightweight. So, yeah, we are here to understand why it's so important to share in our teams, that we have a sharing culture and that we learn from each other and that we have diverse profiles and diverse jobs. And I'm going to tell you a story about the merge. As I told you, I've been Agile Coach for the last 2 years. And last year, I got the incredible gift to start coaching a team that was going through a merge, a remerge, a demerge, and reorganization, all of these fuzzy names that we always listen. So there was a team that it was a really small team with a huge mission, a huge goal, a lot of stakeholders, a lot of pressure, a lot of incidents, and there were only 5 people. And we decided to make on board another team into this team that was moving his project to this team. So we were merging 2 teams, and the story goes a little bit like this. So we had 2 teams with clear different paths and clear different backgrounds. But even though they were from the same country, they were from Adevinta, they were from Product and Tech, they were from the same tribe, from the same team. They only had 2 different missions and goals, but they had really, really similar backgrounds. And the deal was, we need to get them on board and we need to merge them. They will pass from 4 engineers to 8 engineers. But Team Red needed to onboard Team Green, but also Team Red needed to learn about what Team Green was working from, because the products were mix, match, and merge. That meant we needed to create a new goal. We needed to create a new mission to the team, and we needed to create a new team. And this is where, thinking about it before the merge, talking about it with the engineering manager, with the product owners, with the tech leads, with the rest of the teams, we realized that the most important step to take is to share. People needed to start sharing all their knowledge, because they will live together under the same team and doing new things, and we needed absolutely to share everything. So the situation was a little bit like this. A new team was born. We need to onboard new members. Everybody needs to get to know each other. They don't know each other. And that came the pandemic too, which don't make it easy. Everyone needs to be up and running. Everyone needs to trace together a new plan for the team, because everything changed. It's not that we have to onboard people, it's that we have to readjust everything. Everyone needs to know the mission of the team. All the team members have to trust each other to succeed. We need to do this while keep on improving the product. So PO have to deliver new features, have to be on top of it, and stakeholders are willing for more. There is a war room. This team have a lot of incidents. They have to respond to these incidents. There is on-call processes, etc. we want everybody to be empowered and to be self-sufficient and to learn from the others. And that was another challenge. We need to keep on learning. So onboarding new people doesn't mean that you will stop learning. So we need to keep on learning. And the team needs to be challenged all the time. We don't want to get bored. Even though if we are from Adevinta, we know we don't get bored. So before moving, I'm going to explain you what we did in that team, what was one of the actions we did in that team to improve the knowledge sharing. But before moving to that, let's go to some key concepts. We have one thing that we have in terms of knowledge sharing is that we have our talent really siloed. And what does it mean? Like it comes from the way we're hiring. We are hiring, and the tech industry is really hard, and it's really hard to have talent and gather it and seek for talent. So we're trying to bring to our home all the time the best talent. We are trying the best. So that means that sometimes we have the best of the best, but we are siloing them into some job descriptions or role silos. And then we also create this. We sometimes rely so much on these experts that we are bringing that we rely too much on the figure of the expert. So that means that in a team, sometimes, let's say that we have a software team and we have one front end, and this front end is the expert. And everything related to front end will go to him. And we are not sharing this knowledge. We are not sharing these tasks. We are not pair programming on this. There is only one front end and it's siloed. That also creates that we have lack of diversity on our teams. That means that we have maybe our squads or teams will look like 4 DevOps all together. They have the same background. They think the same. They're doing the same, but they are not growing into other expertise that we have in the team. And also, we have the lottery effect. I like to call it the lottery effect, not to call it the buzz factor. That means what will happen if we only have one front end and this front end win the lottery tomorrow? That means he will leave Adevinta, he will leave the team, and then what should we do? If his talent, if his knowledge about the product is not shared across the team, there will be blockers, there will be bottlenecks. And we are creating bottlenecks in our teams by definition because we are hiring the best and we are relying on it. So we'll say we should stop siloing our talent. We should start creating growth in all senses. And that means from stopping siloing talent will help us having teams more balanced. If our teams get more balanced, they'll always be able to be delivering more different features and help each other and be a little bit more faster. So in the way they are empowered. That means that we can create a common ground for knowledge, a common groupal knowledge of many things if we are a little bit more balanced into the team. And also will be less biased because that will not be a discussion about the feature that only technical people is actually taking care. If we add product people, will have different backgrounds, different roles, and the decision will be less biased. So we have to stop a little bit siloing our talent. We have to have more balanced teams, and we need to foster a sharing culture. And by fostering a sharing culture, we mean that everyone feel empowered to stand up and to talk about everything and to share everything. And also stand-ups are a good place to it, so everyone gets into the same page and on board. And also the feedback culture that Adevinta is trying to get along to everyone. Like the more we share, the more trust it will be the place, the more trustful will be the team, and the more we learn from each other. And that means if we stop selling the talent and we balance a little bit our teams, also we start sharing our culture, then we will improve the learning process for everyone because we will going into the wheel of sharing, learning from each other, etc. And well, there is a concept that it's really important. I don't know if you heard it before. It's called ROI. It's return of learning. And it's all of this time that we invest in learning, it's really returning our will. It's really returning. It's helped the team grow. It's helping the team to be more effective. It's getting us being more empowered, more engaged, less blocked, because if I'm learning about another thing, I can help unblocking this task. I'm not only blocked like testing, only I do testing and I don't do anything else. So learning, it really helps us deblocking our workflow and improve the delivery, because as I said, it will stop blocking. Also, I want to say here that it's really important that there is an underlying problem of not learning when you are siloed. I had, from many retrospectives in the teams I'm coaching, I heard many times that I'm a DevOps, but I'm only taking tasks from the backlog that are DevOps tasks. I want to learn more of software engineer. I want to learn more of front end. I want to learn more about whatever it is, about management skills, about whatever it is, but I cannot, because I'm only taking tasks that are on my squad or my role. And isolating and siloing our talent, it's preventing people to grow their career in sometimes. So we really need to be conscious also of this. So now let's do a little bit of demo. Let's show our homemade tooling, because we are toolaholics here. So the story I explained you about this team, there was a team that was merging. We had 2 teams, and they had to start sharing their culture to get better at sharing and to learn what the others were doing and to get to a better stage than each other. So we proposed 2 activities to do in the team to increase the sharing. One was the knowledge map, and the other was the knowledge metric. So the knowledge map was, we sit down all together and we open this map, and in the center of the map we added the name of the team. In that case, this is a fake example. We're gonna say we want to be a rock band. We are a rock band, and our product is to deliver one song for this rock band. So we write down what were the topics we had to be expert to be a rock band. And it was music, it was sales, it was instruments, it was recording, marketing, and wherever. So we opened this, and all the team, all the rock band in Adevinta, in that case, in the fake place, was adding what they supposed to be the knowledge map in a first, and then in pattern, topics, etc. And we grew up this map together like for a week. That was the experiment with the team we were coaching. Then we created the knowledge matrix. And the knowledge matrix went like this. We had all the topics that we discovered in the knowledge map, and then all the parent topics. And then we created a row per team member. And for some days, every team member had to say and rate what were its knowledge about every topic. So one team member said, I'm a ninja in lyrics, I'm advanced in music, beginner in sales, intermediate in instrumental, and so on. When everything was done, that gave us all of this. We knew what was the knowledge of the whole team, and where we can find the people that it's more strong in that topic that was relevant for the team, the people that was intermediate, where do we have to speed up so everyone learn about everything. And we created, and we knew what was the scenario. Let's take that we have this team that was supposed to be a rock band, and we can see now that we have no one that is ninja in instrumental or in recording or in rhythms. So yeah, we're not really good for being a rock band, but that's a different story here. And after this, we run up a session with the whole team, and everyone had to vote for the topics they wanted to learn. And after this, there was the voting, and if you see here in priority, there was like the most voted topic was instrumental, guitar and drums. And then we have lyrics, music, marketing, etc. In the team we were coaching, we decided many actions after this. But I have to say that was a really, really interesting experiment to do. I did it already into teams, but it's really nice that it is an experiment that doesn't take you a lot of time, and you really know which is the knowledge that is needed in your team and who is the level of each team member. And after you do actions, you can also see if someone started as a beginner, if with the help of the others, with a good onboarding or good pair programming sessions, you are actually going to be intermediate, maybe later advanced, or maybe later a ninja, with the help of one-to-ones, with the help of training, whatever we want to do. So that was the scenario. That is the tooling we used to help the team share better and start sharing their knowledge better. We have the knowledge map and we have the knowledge metrics. All of this tooling is available. You can contact us anytime. And sometimes we deliver tooling, but we never go to action. But this time we went to the actions and we decided 2 actions for the team. We decided to create more pair programming that at the end for some of the tasks. So not everyone is taking the same task, and we were learning about what was going on in the other part. And also there was, later on, we created squads. So we created 3 people working on the same topic just to speed up and be up and running on X topic or Z topic. And that would run for a while and was pretty good. And we created the squads also looking at the knowledge matrix, because we knew we have to add a ninja in X thing to this team so this knowledge can be shared to the other ones. And also, from this, we create training sessions. We create tech talks on sorts, sometimes were workshop, but training sessions where they prepare, the ninjas prepare their topic really well, asking to everyone that was beginner or intermediate, what do they want to know? And that gave us many things, like if the person that is ninja had to take their time to digest all the knowledge and actually share it with the rest of the team. Also, we now have videos for onboarding reasons. We also have material that was not well documented. Now it's better documented. And we had a lot of sharing sessions that also helped team building the team, getting to know each other, sharing, learning, and all of this. So I have to say it was a terrific experience. It was really good. And I have to say that went really well in the team. So if you want to try it, give it a try. And that worked for the actions. Let's recap a little bit. So what can we do to improve and now that we know how relevant it is to share the knowledge, what can we do to improve this culture of sharing? For me, one is, like, as we said, stop siloing our talent. If we share a lot and we have a lot of mechanisms to start sharing, will prevent us to have these knowledge silos. The moment we know that we can allocate time to pair program, to share tasks, that you can do things that are not on your job description, but you can do other things, you're stopping isolating this talent. Also, balance teams. The more balanced it's your team, the more power up is your group knowledge. If you have a team that it's all of the same, they have the same group knowledge, but they will never grow into other capacities. Everything will be the same at the same stage all the time. So sharing, it's helping us to power up the group knowledge, to know more what are the others doing. And well, creating a sharing culture, it will foster our people trust and collaboration. The more we share learnings, failures, whatever you want to share, that gives you a better sense of, I trust these people, they share all with me, I'm up to date, I would like to collaborate with them, we do retrospective, we share a lot, I'm learning with this person, I'm here in Adevinta with really, really impressive talent, and I'm learning from them. So it creates a lot of collaboration between people. Also, the learning process, as we said, sharing helps us to learn. We can learn many ways, but learning from your colleagues is one of the biggest gifts you can have. So the more we share in a team, the more we're facilitating this continuous learning. So if something went wrong and we do a retrospective about it, we are learning on it, and next time it's going to be better. And this is one of the principles of Agile. We want to continuously learn on everything and to continuously improve. It's part of our ADN. And last but not least, when we have a good knowledge sharing culture and we know how important it is, it also improves the employee experience. It also improves our engagement and satisfaction. If I'm here in the team and I feel that I'm part of the team, that I'm empowered to say my say, that I'm learning what is going on, that I know everything about the product, that I'm not only one piece to see the end of the product, that I have enough feedback loops, that I'm learning from the others, that will increase my engagement and satisfaction, because I will share the product and I will share the vision and I will share the goals. And I think that we all want to be engaged and satisfied, and we don't want to be like these guys throwing screens out of the window and saying, I don't want to work here anymore, I feel useless, etc. So I think I was the faster speaker. So we're going to go through the questions, and here is the Agile Coach under the waterfall. I love this picture that Adevinta gave us. Hi, Alejandro.
Hi, thank you, Natalia, and thanks for your great talk. This is the time for any question. Remember, we have some delay for your question to see that. Please, if someone have a question, this is the time to do that.
Hello, Angels. If there's no questions, we can talk later. It doesn't matter. You know who I am already. I've been talking all the time, and I have like my throat is already really tired.
You have some question there.
Yeah. So thanks for the talk. I love the mind map. How you deal with I just work in my stack people. There is a tools to help on that. Some dev career tips. Well, this is a really tricky and hard question actually. Of course, not everyone wants to live on sharing, and some people like their isolation and they're really comfortable on their role on part of it. But it's always helpful to explain that they are kind of learning, they are kind of gaining a little bit whenever you are informed, at least being informed and try to learn. We will not, nobody will force anyone to take a task alone that doesn't feel comfortable. But it's a matter of whenever you see that this is working on and that works well for the team, regularly everyone gets on board on it and just want to know more. And maybe some of the tricks that also help is saying, some of the teams I'm coaching on Fridays, they do R&D days, and they can have more flexibility to work on the task they were working on the workflow. And sometimes it's like you can go and do whatever you want there. You're also actually learning, but then you need to share with the others. It's a little bit of forcing this cultural mindset, this cultural change of mindset of the more you share, the better, and we are here to help anyone, which it's actually on Adevinta's values. But yes, it's true that it's hard. Is there any other? Yeah.
Yeah, you have another question.
Paco, did you use any metric to measure the impact of these actions? Well, actually not. The only thing that I was using is we did the knowledge matrix experiment with one team, and we redid it 2 quarters after. So you can actually see if people that were starting in a beginner level, they were moving at least to intermediate. And this is what more or less we were using. And then you have the classical office vibes, curve of learning. I'm actually having one-to-ones to some team members, and I always asking from where are we going on in terms of learning in the team. So not a real metric so far, but we can, at least with the matrix, you can compare one Q to the other. Is there anything else?
No. I think it's the last question. No,
Perfect.
I think it's no more question.
Perfect. So I went really, really fast. Alejandro, what time are we going up again? Because we are going to the break.
yeah, we have 15 minutes to break. And well, we see you in 15 minutes to the next talk.
Okay, 4:45 to the next talk.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.